Boat races. From the studios of KXII-TV, this is First News at 10.
One man is in custody tonight after confessing to his part in the Columbine High shooting. And some lawmakers say putting God back in the classroom is the best solution to stopping school violence. Good evening and thanks for joining us. We'll get to those stories in just a minute, but first, let's get a quick check on the weather with Crone. Alan?
Man, in lower 70s right now across the area, and we'll anticipate 59, 60 degrees area-wide tonight and early tomorrow morning. Now, we're making plans for the weekend, and we'll have to talk about a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms, and we'll do that during weather.
All right, thanks a lot, Alan. Topping news tonight, one man is in custody for his part in the Columbine High School shooting. Colorado authorities have arrested 22-year-old Philip Duran on charges that he helped the two teenage gunmen obtain a semi-automatic weapon. Duran is accused of introducing Dylan Klebold and Eric Harris to a man who sold them the gun. Authorities say Duran collected money for the buy. He turned himself in today on allegations of providing a handgun to a minor and possessing an illegal weapon. Meanwhile, the U.S. House of Representatives passed the Juvenile Justice Bill tonight by a vote of 287 to 1 to get tough measures to prevent crimes by children. Lisa Hughes has more.
Fathers of murdered children.
With passionate questions and non-stop debate, the House moved toward a vote on juvenile justice. Most of the discussion pitted Democrats against Republicans who called for new restrictions on entertainment.
We'd really have to be idiots if we think the entertainment industry doesn't have anything to do with youth violence in America.
Republicans went after the makers of violent video games.
Open up one of those PC magazines and see how you can download the blood splattering. It is gross. It's awful. Our kids are being filled in the head with poison.
But the House failed to pass new labeling rules for games, music, and movies. Some representatives say targeting Hollywood absolves parents of the ultimate responsibility.
The condemnation of the entertainment industry, I think, is grossly unfair.
I hope and pray that Congress will do the right thing.
President Clinton continues pushing for gun control measures, specifically background checks and waiting periods on sales at gun shows.
Target, in my view, today and in our arguments, in our debates, is what we are going to do about guns.
And that is the question at hand. Now that House lawmakers have approved the Juvenile Justice Bill, they're bringing up the first of the gun control amendments. But the fate of those is far less certain. Lisa Hughes, CBS News, Washington.
Keeping the focus on juvenile crime, House representatives have also passed an amendment some say threatens to blur the line between church and state. It would put the Ten Commandments in the classroom. David Quinlan is live at Newsroom with more.
It has been 2 months since the shooting at Columbine High School, but now under a new measure passed by Congress, schools may have the Ten Commandments posted in its hallways. The Durham family may be worrying less when dropping off their kids at school. They say having God's Word inside schools could be a step in the right direction.
We seem in the media and in the world, we seem to be able to put plenty of bad messages out there. I certainly don't see anything wrong with putting a good message out there in school.
But the idea of having the Ten Commandments inside the nation's schools posed a different problem, the legal issue.
Oh, I think there'll be a tremendous amount of lawsuits. If you look at any city or any type of school across the country, the ACLU is always coming and filing a lawsuit to prevent things like that.
Opponents argue that it violates the First Amendment and will be challenged in the courts, saying it isn't any different than having prayer in school. Where church leaders say, in light of recent tragedies, values need to be reinstated inside schools.
I think the Ten Commandments is an excellent set of rules and instructions for Christians or for non-Christians.
Although the measure still has to be approved by the Senate, the Durhams are encouraged that their children will be safe at school. Now, Jeff Bolton says, as a parent, he favors the idea of having the Ten Commandments posted inside schools. But from a legal perspective, it becomes a real problem between church and state. Amanda, back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, David, for that report. Despite protests from the Canadian government, 61-year-old Joseph Faulder became the first Canadian citizen in half a century to be executed in the United States. Faulder was executed in Huntsville tonight for the 1975 burglary and killing of a Gladewater woman. Attorneys for the former auto mechanic argued Faulder was never told he could get legal assistance from Canadian authorities. Faulder was put to death by lethal injection. He did not make a final statement. In Fort Hood, over 1,100 soldiers have started their training for a NATO peacekeeping mission in eastern Bosnia. Some Texas Army National Guard troops will head for Bosnia in February for a tour of 7 to 9 months. Authorities say the 49th Lone Star Armored Division is believed to be the first Guard division ever in control of active combat troops and multinational. City leaders in and around Ardmore spent the day learning ways to bring more economic development to southern Oklahoma. The Department of Commerce hosted a one-day seminar. It was designed to teach small-town leaders how to bring in developers when they have little or no funding to work with. It's called Economic Development on a Shoestring, and organizers say the key to success is partnership.
The basic thing I would hope people come away with, how do we use the resources that are available? How do we marshal these resources for our community?
Today's conference focused on everything from using tourism to tax incentives as a way to bring in new business. Inflation remains in check, at least for now. That's according to Federal Reserve Chairman Alan Greenspan. Greenspan suggested to Congress today that the Federal Reserve may soon raise short-term interest rates. Economists say this is necessary to slow the economy before signs of inflation begin to show. Greenspan told Congress earlier this week that American workers' productivity linked to improvements in technology have so far kept inflation in check. However, labor productivity has not grown fast enough to accommodate the increased demand for labor. Well, still to come on First News at 10, airline companies are vowing to take the hassle out of flying. We'll tell you how. And the Stars have a chance to pull ahead tonight in the chase for the Stanley Cup. Could they do it? Mike Rodgers will have highlights in sports. But up next, are these Sherman businesses prepared for an emergency? We'll take you on a spot check when First News at 10 returns.
This is Texoma's top-rated newscast, KXII's First News at 10, with Matt Brown, Liz Ann Anderson, Matt Lawson with sports, and Alan Crone with the weather. Long-term customer satisfaction is the #1 goal at Glen Polk Autoplex in Gainesville. Their location gives you the opportunity to take advantage of the service, savings, and selection on Ford, Chrysler, Plymouth, Dodge, Olds, Cadillac. Glen Polk Autoplex in Gainesville.
I'm General Manager Trent Polk. We are a family-owned and operated business where long-term customer satisfaction is our ultimate goal. Come be a part of our family at Glen Polk Autoplex.
I encourage you to come by my office anytime for the best deals in Texoma. I'm Glen Polk. You have my word on it.
Batten down the hatches for adventure. Doggone Productions presents Torpedo Patrol. It's drama on the high seas.
Get a hold of yourself, Kowalski.
Starring Nick Powers as Corky Nimitz, and introducing Torpedo 1 and Torpedo 2. Plus Miles Calhoun as Torpedo Mike. Torpedo Bowl, now playing at a Taco Mayo near you. Taco Mayo, eat 'em up.
87 weeks free interest. 87 weeks free interest. That's 20 months with no finance charge. Buy all the furniture, carpet, appliances, and electronics you want at guaranteed lowest prices. And get 87 weeks free interest during our 87th anniversary sale now at Knight Furniture Company in Sherman and Gainesville. Every item in our $2 million inventory is reduced for this sale. Don't wait. Get free delivery and 87 weeks free interest now at Knight Furniture Company in downtown Sherman and Highway 82 in Gainesville.
Hello again, everyone. Woody Woodard for Texoma Ford in Denison. I'd like to invite you to come to our dealership. I promise to show you a great selection of Ford cars and trucks. I promise you're going to get fair and honest prices, and I guarantee you'll be treated the way you want to be treated. If you want to do business with a Ford store that really cares about your automotive needs and whatever it takes to meet them, come see it. Texoma Ford, just south of Walmart on Highway 75 in Denison. Nice people to do business.
Tonight's news is brought to you by your local Chrysler Plymouth dealer. New, different, that's us.
Firefighters hit the streets of Sherman today to find out just prepared local businesses are when it comes to fires. Jancey has the story.
Good. Good. Sherman Fire Department do a fire inspection? Good to meet you.
It's something a lot of folks don't think about until it's too late. To prevent a fire before your home or office is turned into ashes. So today, local fighters put Sherman businesses to the test.
Well, when it comes to our store, this is the living that we make. So yes, they come in, they inspect our building and make sure that it's a safe place, because if it does burn down, it costs us money and their time and their money.
The program is aimed at raising owners' awareness of fire safety and making stores a little bit safer.
Basically, you just want to walk through and look for fire extinguishers, smoke detectors, and all of those things. Any hazards that might exist, if there's an accumulation of materials in front of the electrical panel, we want to be able to locate those things. What we really like to see is there's exit lights, illuminated exit lights that mark the way out. If there were a fire here at night and it was dark, you would have no way of knowing which way was out.
So today, firefighters checked out 35 local businesses. 20 were out of compliance.
Extension cord cannot be used for a permanent power source. So you need to try to discontinue the practice of using the extension cord for any extended length of time.
So they came in today and showed us that our exit signs did have bulbs in them, and we have to replace that, but we've been keeping the place pretty good so far.
But out of those 20, all but one had only minor problems. Those businesses were given compliance worksheets and have 15 days to fix the problem.
Everybody's really generally pretty good about getting to these things in a timely manner, because, you know, the citizens of Sherman realize that it's important to make sure that the city is safe, and this is a big part of it.
Jancey, First News, Sherman.
The fire marshal says compliance in Sherman businesses has increased by more than 80% since the inspection probe began 3 years ago. Well, if you're one of those people who don't mind flying, just hate the hassle of it, listen up. The airline industry announced today an industry-wide voluntary effort to put the customer first. The measure includes informing customers of the lowest airfares available, notifying air travelers of known delays, and better accommodations for disabled passengers. The measures are designed to fend off any attempt by Congress to create stronger consumer protection legislation. And I'll tell you what, I wish every summer night felt like it does right now. Alan, Crone, what's in store for the rest of the week and the weekend?
Well, it doesn't look bad. We'll have a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms. The trough will eventually develop out to the west, and we'll have to deal with that first part of next week. Not too bad tonight. And how about tomorrow? Keep up. For quality installation of loose diamonds and semi-mounting, perfect for your bride,
choose Ray Ward Fine Jewelers in downtown Ardmore, your southern Oklahoma diamond destination. At Midway Nissan in Sherman, we are driven. Get $3,000 off and 5.9% APR financing for 60 months of a Sporty Altima. Or take your choice of any Maxima on the lot and get $5,000 off MSRP. Drive Nissan's rugged pick New Frontier and take $3,000 off any remaining 98 model and $2,000 off on any 99. Add to that 5.9% APR financing 60 months and you save thousands.
Excuse me, Wyatt?
Yes?
Can I get a bite of that Subway foot-long switch?
No?
Ah, damn it.
Sorry, little man.
Big appetite? Go to Subway. Our footlongs are meals in themselves with your choice of meats and veggies. They're bigger than any burger. Subway, the way a really big sandwich should be.
During our sizzling summer sale here at the Durant Ford Supercenter, you buy a vehicle, you get a 19-inch color TV with transportation. How about a 98 Ford Escort ZX2, automatic, air and more, $89.88. This good-looking 94 Ford F-150 XLT pickup, $79.88. It's summertime. Pull down the top and enjoy yourself in a 93 Honda Del Sol, automatic, air and more, $69.88. And of course, for the purchase of any vehicle, a color TV with remote. Come see us here at the Durant Ford Supercenter, right across from Walmart in Durant.
Well, I hope you're proud of yourselves. You've convinced my insane husband to go back up in that stupid deer stand and have another one of his sales where he practically gives the furniture away.
That's right, folks. Saturday will be up in this deer stand all day long from 9 to 8, selling everything up to 80% off. Be here Saturday to see the crazy man in the deer stand, and I'll save you money.
I want you to know I'm holding you all responsible for this.
Designers Market Inventory Clearance Sale going on right now on Texoma Parkway.
Lincoln, the #1 luxury line in the Southwest. Lincoln Town Car, #1 in its class in owner loyalty, with its powerful V8, smooth rear-wheel drive, leather-trimmed interior, plus standard front and side airbags. And during the Lincoln #1 celebration, it's #1 in value, with low 0.9 financing that can save you up to $8,700 for a limited time. So make the #1 seller #1 with you. Lincoln, what a luxury car should be.
And the summary will hit around 59, 60 for most of us tonight. Some folks, Comanche Mountains, around 57, 58 degrees. Tomorrow, about like today, there will be an opportunity, though, for some scattered showers and thunderstorms across the area. More so to the north and west, and probably tomorrow afternoon and evening, then also on Saturday morning. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday of next week, we're going to get warmer. There's going to be a trough out to the west, and we'll see showers and thunderstorms along that. They'll probably remain there, and the air may be capped. Well, that's the weather, now that it tells. It's 72 in Sherman, humidity at 75%. East to northeast winds at 6, as we're taking a look at Tarleton 12. Ardmore 12%, east northeast winds at 5. And in Paris it is 70. Winds are calm, pressure rising, and humidity at 81%. Here's the time lapse from today, actually this evening. The sun sets, a little bit of cloud cover in the mid-levels, and then also approaching from the west on the horizon. You see a little bit of cloud cover trying to make its way in, some high cirrus variety as the activity in parts of eastern New Mexico and west Texas continues to move in our general direction. So losing a little bit of its momentum now. We'll take a dive to the south, but we'll see more of this over the next 24 to 36 hours. And look at this big cloud shield now that's starting to move over western Texas, Oklahoma, and then even the parts of northern sections of Texoma. If this cloud shield continues and it remains as thick as it is now tomorrow, we'll have afternoon highs, but right now 81, 82 degrees. It may be a little cooler than that if the clouds stick around, but no complaints here. Here's the futurecast. It will bring out this system lifted across mainly northern and western sections of Oklahoma, and then during the day tomorrow, should take a dive to the south, and then we'll get close tomorrow afternoon and evening for some scattered showers and thunderstorms, and then also on Saturday morning. Then Saturday afternoon, the system continues to lift out, but look at the cloud cover. The humidity will still be with us, and the warmer air will start to filter in back across the area, and by Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, it will be close to 92 to 94 degrees. Well, about 6 o'clock, we hit 82 at the Channel 12 studios in Sherman. So Sherman and Denison today around 82, 69 in Ada, 77 in McAllister, 80 in Chico, 77 in Ardmore. Well, we'll take a look from the flyby perspective of the showers and thunderstorms now across eastern New Mexico and the Four Corners area. And this is associated with this big trough that will continue to lift out. And again, a lot of warm air here will eventually kick into the southern plains. The high pressure ridge will weaken and move to the east. And temperatures tomorrow, again, upper 70s and lower 80s with some cooler air crossing to the northern plains. Temperatures now 66 in Tulsa, 65 in Oklahoma City, 58 in Albuquerque, and 73 degrees in Midland. The dew point map, the temperature, water vapor will condense, so we're seeing the moisture slowly returning from the Gulf of Mexico. 56-degree dew point in Oklahoma City, 63-degree dew point in Dallas, so the humidity is slowly starting to return, or actually the moisture. Lifting out this system and possibility of some showers and thunderstorms, about a 20 to 30% chance. Temperatures tomorrow, about like today, 79 in Durant, east-southeast winds at 10 to 15, Paris at 82, 79 in Antlers, McAllister and Krebs in Indianola at 75, Ardmore and Carter County around 78 tomorrow, chance of showers and thunderstorms, Tishomingo and Kingston and Madill at 78 to 80 degrees, and Sherman and Denison and Pottsboro at 81. And again, a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms. Tonight, partly cloudy. Northeast winds at 5 to 10. Most of us around 60, but some folks will a little cooler than that. You might want to open the windows up, turn off the air conditioning. 60 tonight. Then tomorrow, partly cloudy. East-east winds. Now, I'm going to say partly cloudy, but that cloud shield looks pretty thick. If it continues to remain as thick as that, well, it may be closer to the 77 to 80-degree mark. There'll be a chance of some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Now, the extended forecast, keep in mind that we'll have a system out to the west but it should remain. So we're just going to get warmer over the next couple of days.
All right. Thanks a lot, Alan. And the Stars certainly shining tonight.
Oh, what a great game in the Stanley Cup Final. Up next in sports, game number 5 of the Stanley Cup Final. The Stars and Sabres both looking to take a one-game advantage back in Buffalo, and it didn't take long for number 22 to get back on the ice. Brett Hull is back, but did he make the difference? Sports is next. Stay tuned.
What's your idea of the perfect minivan? Is it the most luxurious? One with a leather-trimmed and suede interior, heated front seats, and dual-zone temperature control? Or is it America's lowest-priced minivan that still includes features like easy-out roller seats and air conditioning? There's only one place to choose from the complete selection of award-winning minivans. Your Chrysler and Plymouth dealer. Now get $1,000 cash allowance or 1.9% APR on Chrysler and Plymouth minivans.
Lynn Butler for Compton Chrysler Plymouth Jeep. The deals are heating up for summer. Motor Trend Car of the Year, the Chrysler 300M, starting at $28,850. For the 9 Chrysler LHS, starting at $27,850. The best engineered cars on the road. And don't forget the great deals on all minivans in the $17,590. Competition Chrysler Plymouth Jeep, Texoma Parkway at Spur 503 in Denison, the worst location where we have to make the deal.
Select road. Validating tires.
What kind of road can you drive on with BF Goodrich tires?
Approved. Enjoy.
Any road you choose. BF Goodrich tires. Capable.
We've been stuck for years. Do one thing and do it well. GMC's been doing just one thing for 98 years, and that's build the toughest trucks around. And now GMC's building the best-looking trucks from the new generation 99 Sierras. Now, Brad Fenton Motors has been selling GMCs for about 20 years, and we've been a market leader for all those years because we know what you want in a truck, because we're the truck authority for Southern Oklahoma, and we'll make sure you get what you want. Come see us at Brad Fenton Motors in Ardmore, Oklahoma.
This year's Stanley Cup Finals has already been one to remember. The Stars and Sabres have played 5 of the most exciting and entertaining hockey games in Stanley Cup history. The drama surrounding tonight's game was focused on the Stars' right winger Brett Hull. Hull was back and looked like he hadn't missed a step. It was another scoreless first period in this contest. Then in the second, Mike Modano finds Darryl Sador. Stars up 1-0, and the Stars' defense and Ed Belfour was unstoppable throughout. Then, in the third, it was insurance time. Richard Matvichuk over to Pat Verbeek. He fakes up Dominic Kosick. The Stars with a 2-0 lead. That's how this one would end. The Dallas Stars are just 1 win away from a Stanley Cup championship. The Texas Rangers were looking to make it 2 in a row tonight in the Big Bowl. Tonight against the Yankees, Aaron Steele got the call against Texas native Roger Clemens. And the Rangers weren't getting to Clemens early in this contest. The Rodgers with a strikeout on Ruben Mateo. And check out the Texas boots. Pretty creative up there in New York. Texas trailed by 1 in the 5th, then Mark Matmore. A base hit to center. Scores Royce Clayton. Texas is on the board. Then we go to the 7th. Former Yankee Roberto Kelly with Fifi, but we'll take it. Kelly's infield single scores Greg Zahn. 3-2 Rangers. They would add another in the 9th. Texas wins 2 in New York. A 4-2 win over the Yankees. Houston Astros and Atlanta Braves in a battle of 2 division leaders tonight at the Astrodome. Last night it was Maddox. Tonight it's Kevin Millwood. He struck out 7 of the first 9 batters he faced against Derek Bell with some high heat. Brian Kisco would take over on the offensive side of things. That double in the gap would score Brian Jordan. The Braves, they go on to win this one, 8-5 final over the Stros. The Cards and Mets at Busch. Check out this grab from Ray Langsford, robbing John Olerud of extra bases. That serves another look in slow motion. The Mets, they go on to win this one, 4-3. The Dallas Cowboys, they've struck out a few things this week. Yesterday, Michael Irvin returned to camp, and he's happy. Today, they agreed to a contract extension with their all-pro cornerback, Ron Sanders. That's a shot of prime time at minicamp on Tuesday. Owner Jerry Jones admits that Sanders' extension is a risk, considering the team's cap trouble and John's recent injury problems, but it's one that the Cowboys are willing to take. terms of the deal were not disclosed, and there's still no word on when Dion will fully recover from that toe injury. Last night in San Antonio, a record-breaking crowd saw the San Antonio Spurs take a 1-0 advantage over the Knicks. Tim Duncan led all scorers with 33, and his Twin Tower partner, David Robinson, he was only limited to 13. Allison and Latrell Sprewell, they led the Knicks scorers with 19. The Spurs, they host game number 2 on Friday at the Alamo Dome. This afternoon, the U.S. got underway in Pinehurst, North Carolina. And check out this drive from David Duval. This one's good enough to get on the green, golf fans. With 4 times, -3 and 67. Phil Mickelson, the lefty right there, is one of the others that's on top at the end of play today. Billy Mayfair and Paul Guidos are the other two in the lead as Mickelson sinks that one on 16. Tiger Woods, who's having a tough day, but a strong comeback for Tiger would put him at -169. John Daly and Payne Stewart are also next to the Tiger there, all tied at 5th in North Carolina. It's a huge win tonight for the Dallas Stars. I am so excited. Game number 6 is in Buffalo, but I hope they can wrap it up in Buffalo. Stanley Cup champions, one more win. I can't wait.
All right, thanks a lot, Mike. Still to come on First News at 10, we'll show you how some area kids are beating summer boredom. Plus, one local tribe wants to make sure its history lives on. We'll tell you how right after this.
Hey, we've got a whole lot of everything you need.
Ardmore Chrysler Plymouth Dodge Jeep has the lowest prices on new Chryslers, Plymouth, Dodges, and now Jeeps. Ardmore Chrysler Plymouth Dodge Jeep, located at 318 South Commerce in Ardmore.
Come up here, the choice is clear. Come take my advice.
Ardmore Chrysler Plymouth Dodge Jeep, the choice is clear.
You'll find the right car at the right price.
Need an escape? Come to Sonic. Remember how Grandma used to spend all day making you pie?
Do I?
Then you've got to try our coconut cream and banana cream pie shake. Handmade thick with a great taste of coconut, fresh filled bananas, and sweet bits of graham cracker crust. So good you'll think Grandma herself made them just for you. Tastes just like Granny's, except ours fits in a cup holder.
Sonic America, Sonic America.
Speaking of escape, try our toaster sandwiches before they're all gone.
When you give a student a chance to fulfill a dream, we all get to share in it. Walmart's Competitive Edge Scholarship is giving students like Joe Mormon the opportunity to live his dreams.
Without Walmart's scholarship, I wouldn't be in college.
It helps America's brightest students become leaders in engineering and technology. That's why Walmart awards Competitive Edge scholarships to students across the country. Sending kids like Joe to college is smart for all of us. We live here too, and we believe good works.
Ready to cook up some fun? Head to Billingsley Ford Summer Savings Days. Our goal is to sell $300 less than the competition on the exact same model.
I just how I bought it. Billingsley Ford, and I'm going to buy a new one real soon.
Billingsley is the largest dealership in southern Oklahoma. Drive a 1999 Expedition for only $368.
Deserve the best, and we deliver. Billingsley Ford, Lincoln Mercury.
Off I-35 on Highway 70 West at Plainview Road. A few money-saving minutes from anywhere.
The Pentagon announced today there will be no more Vietnam War remains put in the Tomb of the Unknowns at Arlington National Cemetery. The decision came following a series of meetings between veterans groups, Congress, the Cabinet, and a Pentagon task force. According to the Defense Department, it can't be said for certain that the remains will never be identified. All Vietnam remains are currently going through an identification process. An inscription will be added to the tomb that reads, "Honoring and keeping faith with America's missing servicemen." Members of the Chickasaw Nation were out in full force today working to reconstruct a piece of their history. They're building a Chickasaw Cultural Village at the National Recreation Park in Sulphur. The idea is to bring back some of their Native American culture for tourists passing through town. Tribal elders will use the area to demonstrate arts and crafts that were popular in the early days. And stay with us, we'll be right back.
Lincoln, the #1 luxury line in the Southwest. Lincoln Town Car, #1 in its class in owner loyalty, with its powerful V8, smooth rear-wheel drive, leather-trimmed interior, plus standard front and side airbags. And during the Lincoln #1 celebration, it's #1 in value, with low 0.9 financing that can save you up to $8,700 for a limited time. So make the number one color number one with you. Lincoln, what a luxury car should be.
Grayson County Equipment is your locally owned and operated Kubota dealer. From farming to dairy, construction, lawn maintenance, and home estates, Kubota's been leading the way with the most versatile tractors in the 12.5 to 98 PTO horsepower range. We've received a large shipment of Kubota equipment, so come take advantage of Kubota's 90-day same as cash. Zero down, no payment or interest for 90 days. At Grayson County Equipment, we work to provide our customers with outstanding support, parts, and service. Grayson County Equipment, Highway 75 South in Sherman.
Spring is here. It's time to treat your family to a new pool or spa from Butler Home Improvement. Butler Home Improvements features quality above-ground pools for as low as $9.99 and porta spas starting at just $19.99. To keep your water sparkling clean, Butler carries all clear professional pool and spa chemicals and accessories. Butler Home Improvement. Visit our showroom located a half-mile west of 75 on FM 120 in Denison, or call us at 903-463-2566.
Big trucks, little trucks, work trucks, all kinds of trucks, all priced to sell now at your Southern 10 Chevy dealers. Get the best-selling trucks in Southern Oklahoma, including the all-new Silverado, at a price that will save you thousands, like 0.9% 36-month financing on S10s, 1.9 on Blazers, or 0% extra cash back up to $1,750 on select models. So if you've been thinking about buying a new truck, hurry to your Southern 10 Chevy dealers, because in Southern Oklahoma, we drive Chevy.
Now that school is out, what are local kids doing? Grayson County Cub Scouts are on the run in Loy Lake Park. It's part of a week-long camp where boys learn about arts and crafts and gun safety. There are 5 pit stops for Cubs, and at each station they complete a project or learn a lesson. All 70 will complete the course on Friday. Then the Girl Scouts will move in and take over the park. We'll be right back.
Summer's the best time to get out and see the sights. And you can really get out there this year with the Jeep Summer of Fun going on now. Head for the sun in an all-new $359 a month Grand Cherokee Laredo. Now with more power, luxury, and capability than ever. And all for only $359 a month. So hurry in for these incredibles today, before the Summer of Fun is just another memory. Check one out at your Jeep dealer.
Announcing the 3rd anniversary sale at Sight and Sound. Our People's Choice Whirlpool Extra Super Capacity Pair is our People's Choice because the washer does bigger loads, which means 1/3 fewer loads. Saves you time and money. Dryer automatically turns itself off when clothes are dry. Again, saves you time and money. 6 months, no interest, saves you $80 in interest, and 120 free loads of time saves you money. This Whirlpool People's Choice Pair is just $6.98, only $6.98 during the 30th anniversary sale at Sight and Sound.
For each doubt, confidence. For each struggle, relief. For each child, success.
Call 868-1020 today for a free consultation.
Automotive history is going on now at the biggest dealer, Toby Honda. And everyone knows that you will never, and I mean never, buy a new or used car lower than during a grand opening sale. And this is the Big Daddy of grand openings. Here's a 99 Civic with AC, $10,988. Or this 99 Accord 4-door, AC, only $14,780. Come and register for his and her CDs. Get unheard of low prices, unheard of low payments. At the grand opening sale, going on now at the biggest dealer, Toby Honda.
Well, not too bad tonight. Overnight, 50, 96 degrees for most of us. Pretty mild, actually, for this time of year. And tomorrow, another day, about like today. The exception will be, I think we'll see a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms.
All right, sounds good. And that's going to do it for us tonight. Letterman is up next. Good night.